You guys, getting ready to kick off your U.S. tour, right?
Indeed, yes. We start next week.
Terrific. Plus, Bananarama has a brand new album out. It's called The Greatest Hits Collection. It's got a bunch of bitchin' Bananarama hits on it.
Single off the Greatest Hits Collection, that's Nathan Jones. The Supremes did it back in '71, but Diana Ross didn't sing on their version, so it never really got the attention it deserved, I guess. How did you guys come to record that one?
Question.
Yes,
We
question
liked
time,
it.
ladies.
Yes, question time.
We're just a big Supremes fan. That was one of our favourites.
Well, I tell you, it's an incredible song, and it's great you ladies revived it. I'm happy, I know. 1-800...
I'm glad you're happy, Brenda.
Brenda's wearing a copy around her neck right now.
I just want to know why they never interrupt Shadow when he's talking. Okay, we'll move right to the show. 1-800-53-PEPSI is your toll-free direct connection to Karen, Sarah, and Jackie from Bananarama tonight. First up is Craig calling in from Buffalo, New York, where every Sunday the hit line is heard on KISS 98.9. Go ahead, Craig, and talk to Bananarama.
Hi, girls. How y'all doing tonight?
Hi, Craig. We're fine.
I love your music. I play it at parties. It's great to dance to. But I wanted to know, what happened to the girl who left the group?
She got married.
You mean Siobhan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She married Dave Stewart, and now she's doing some solo stuff.
Okay, let's move right on. Next up is Terry in South Lake Tahoe, listening to KOWL. Hi, Terry. You're on with Bananarama.
Hi.
Hi.
I got a couple of questions. I wanted to know, when you guys first started out, did you set out to be megastars, or was it just for fun? And also, how did you come up with the name Bananarama?
Well, we started out in 1981. We did a lot of backing singing for other people, and we decided we might as well do it ourselves. And we didn't take it seriously for quite a while. And the name Sarah came up with, so I think she should explain that one to you.
Sarah.
For the 50,000
You're on the stand.
Our first single was sung in Swahili. It was called I Am Mwana, and we thought Banana sounded tropical.
Come on,
You don't, do you?
Okay, go ahead.
Brenda's got the CD at home.
Right.
Can you shut up, please?
Yes.
And our favourite group was Roxy Music, and they had a song called Pajamarama, so we stuck the two together.
Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Thank you, Brenda.
Did you have part two to your question answered, Terry? We can't remember. Okay,
We answered both.
Okay, let's take
More
another
efficient
call.
than you.
I am so embarrassed. Not to mention humiliated on this show tonight. Next up is Nathan, listening to Power 98.9 in Rock Island, Illinois. Go ahead, Nathan.
Hi, Bananarama.
Hello, Nathan.
It's so great getting to talk to you guys.
Where are you from?
Muscatine, Iowa.
Muscatine,
Iowa.
Iowa.
Sounds interesting.
My question is, in all your videos and everything, you guys always look like you're having so much fun, and I was wondering if it's really like that in real life.
Yes, it is actually.
Bundle of love.
Can't you tell?
No, it's very hard to, do things like that if you're not enjoying it, and they just cut out the bits that are really boring and use the sort of end of day hysterical takes when you're all overtired.
Yeah.
So we do enjoy performing, as everyone will know if they come and see our shows.
There you go. Next up is Marvetta in Bluefield, West Virginia, listening to J104. Marvetta, you're on with Karen, Sarah, and Jackie. Go ahead.
Yes, hello, Bananarama.
Hello.
How are you doing? I was wondering, between the two of you, have you considered going solo? Maybe with your career?
You never know what's going to happen, but personally I can't really imagine doing this on my own. I think it's always good to have friends around you, and even all the people we work with and travel with, we always try and make sure we get on with them.
Go on. Get it out.
So personally, no. Sarah?
Sarah?
There you are. Sarah thinks the same.
Just think of this as an S seminar. Get it all out, ladies. All right, but right now we've got a ton of calls lined up for Bananarama. Next up is Audrey calling in tonight from Hartford, Connecticut, where the hit line is blasting out on number 1 KISS FM. Go ahead, Audrey.
Hi, Bananarama.
Hi, Audrey.
I just want to say I really love your music. I especially love the song Love in the First Degree.
Thanks.
And my question for you is, you were really popular in England, and when you came to become popular in America, how important was it to become popular here?
I don't think we really think of it in those sort of terms. We just sort of make records and hope that other people like them. I think obviously we spend a lot of time in England, and it's easier to be successful when you're sort of permanently on the TV and that. And it's a bit more difficult to get over here because I think in America it's quite important to tour as well, and until now we haven't done that. So hopefully, we can keep things going. We've had sort of sporadic success in America, which we'd like to be massive in America, obviously.
Well, you're going to be over
We
here
are quite massive.
You're over here for the tour now. It starts in a few weeks. How long are you guys going to be here?
We're doing 15 dates, and I've got the list in front of me.
Well, why don't you do a few of them for us?
We start in Boston, and we finish in Los Angeles.
That would be
And we do a lot of places in between. Well, we do. What do you want? We do Boston, Washington, New York,
San
Detroit,
Francisco, Denver, Salt Lake City, Chicago,
Milwaukee, Minneapolis. I think that's
Santa
it.
Rosa, wherever that is.
That's in Northern
Where's Santa
California.
Rosa?
Northern California, north of San Francisco.
Oh,
Very,
good.
very pretty up there. Anyway, let's talk to Derek in Washington. He can see you guys coming up pretty soon. He's listening to Power 105. Derek, you're on with Bananarama.
How you doing tonight, Bananarama?
Hello, Derek.
I know you write some of your own music, but I was wondering, do you all sit around in the room together and write it, or do you write it separately?
Well, everybody's name goes on the record because it's easier that way, and that people don't start arguing about who wrote what. But obviously one person comes up with an idea, and usually they either write the whole lyric or else they'll show it to the others and see what they think. But it's not like 6 people writing one song.
Alrighty, thanks for the call and the question, Derek. Next up is Milad, listening to my home station, Power 106 in Los Angeles. Go ahead, Milad.
Hi, I want to know if it's true that you've never toured before?
Yes,
Yes, it's true. Absolutely true. The only things we've done before really are in the summer we did just 3 dates in Japan as a sort of warm up to see if we liked it really, and we loved it, so we're back.
Why is it
Here we
that you
are.
hadn't toured before now?
I knew you were going to ask that then. Such a boring
We want to get
question, I'm not going to answer it.
Oh my God.
Well, we were very, very, very badly organised for a lot of our career, mostly due to the fact that for some of our career we managed ourselves. And then a couple of us had babies. And it's very hard to prance around on the stage, as we do, for an hour and a half when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay, Brenda?
Yes, I'll accept that one.
Thanks, Brenda.
Okay, moving on.
Bananarama on Hitline USA from their new compilation CD called The Greatest Hits Collection. That's their smash hit, Cruel Summer. Sarah, when you guys first finished that song, did you guys really feel then it was going to be a big hit for you?
Yes, I did in England. It was a bit of a surprise in America because we didn't actually come over here to promote it, and suddenly we just heard that it had gone top 10 because it was in that film, so it was very exciting.
It was also about a year after it was a hit in like England and Europe,
Really?
which was very odd.
Didn't know that. You learn something new every Sunday night on this show, I tell you.
Don't you?
You got Keith in Houston, Texas, listening to Power 104, ready to go. Keith, you're on with the girls. Go ahead.
All right, actually, I'm in Austin, but I'm picking up Power 104.
Picky,
Okay.
picky.
I'd like to ask, what do you girls think of bands like the Go-Go's and the Runaways and the Bangles?
Well, 2 of them aren't together anymore, are they?
The Go-Go's aren't.
No.
And the Runaways.
Right.
But yeah, I like the Bangles.
Well, they've all said nice things about you.
Pardon?
I said they've all said nice things about you.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think we specifically feel that there's any competition between us and other girl groups. I mean, everyone expects you to be really bitchy about other girls, but it's just not really the case. I mean, you just sort of do it for yourself, and if there's any competition, it's everyone, not specifically girls. So there's no malice for any of those gorgeous girls. She said, gritting her teeth.
All right, let's take another call. Next up is Janet in Chicago, listening to B96. You're on the hit line, Janet.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Jackie.
Hello.
My question is a two-part question. I'd like to know how long Jackie's been with the group, and if you guys plan on putting out a new album pretty soon.
I've been with the group about a year now.
And she's loving every minute of it, aren't you, Jackie?
Yes, I feel like an old hand. What was the second part?
Well, not a new album, but I guess she is asking about something beyond the greatest hits collection.
Right.
Yeah, when we finish this tour, which takes us all over the world, we're going to start recording our next album, and then hopefully at the end of the year, if all goes well here.
All right, great.
We're planning on being a touring band from now on, so hopefully we'll do a bigger tour and cover more places at the end of the year.
Such a deal. Let's go to Moira in Des Moines. She's listening to Q102. Moira, you're on with Bananarama.
Hi, I have two questions tonight.
Go ahead.
And my first one is, does British music sound better than American music, like on the radio and stuff over there?
There's just more variety, I think, in England, because lots of new bands get a chance, whereas when I come over here, it's mainly what I always seem to hear, heavy metal and just like rock bands. So
I think England's definitely got more pop music, and also it's got a lot more fads. You know, there's sort of phases that come in, I mean, acid house and things like that, which take over for a few months and then disappear. And I think it takes a lot longer to break through in America, though I know a lot of the acid house stuff actually sort of originates in America,
right,
in Detroit and places.
Moira, you had another part of that question too?
Yeah, many people after being together for a while begin to get on each other's nerves. Have you guys ever regretted getting together?
no, not really. I mean, when Siobhan was in the group, we all went to school and college together, so we were best friends, and we don't really have that many close friends outside of the group, so it was always easy to travel around together.
I mean, we socialise, we don't just work together, and even in periods where we're not working, we go out a lot together, and we've also known Jackie for about 8 years, which is why we asked Jackie to join when Siobhan left, because we couldn't imagine, getting someone in who we didn't know, in case we didn't get on with them, because it can be difficult.
Yes, it can. I'm lucky.
It can come to Brenda.
So I can relate to what you're saying. Let's take another call. Next up is John listening to Power 96 in Detroit. Go ahead, John, with your question for Bananarama.
Hi, how are you? I was wondering, when you look back on pictures taken of you all before,
It's a shock.
Notice.
Let me tell you.
like the change in your looks and stuff like that, what do you think of?
Well, it all seemed right at the time, the hairstyles and the clothes.
And that's all you can say, really.
In retrospect, it's embarrassing.
I think it's just part of growing up, really. I mean, we were teenagers when we started, and that's how we looked. I like to think we look a bit better now.
But Brenda,
I'm jealous.
So you should be.
Yes, I am. I love these ladies, Come back anytime you want. Thanks for the call, John. I will get back to the phones in a bit, but right now, we're going to go back a couple of years to a song that Bananarama wrote along with those hot producers, Stock, Aitken, and Waterman. How did I Heard a Rumor come about? Who wants to grab that one?
Well, actually, it's my personal favourite. And I wasn't there when it was written. I was at the dentist, and we were all going in to write a song. And by the time I got there, they'd done it.
Really?
Which is a shame, really.
Yes, it is.
Well, let's just get it on.
But right now, we're going to be putting you in touch with Bananarama. We have Teddy next up in line, calling in from Florence, South Carolina, where he's listening to 103X. Go ahead, Teddy, with your question for Bananarama.
Yes, I was wondering, I really have two parts. First, I was wondering if any of you had any formal music lessons.
Yeah. This is Karen. I did a lot of classical piano when I was younger, and also sang in a choir called the Maytime. We actually had a gorgeous turquoise dress with gold trim. It's fabulous. You'd have loved it.
Brenda's wearing one very similar to that tonight.
I can imagine.
What was part two to your question, Teddy?
Well, I was wondering if you could say hi to my girlfriend, Jennifer Satterfield.
Hello, Jennifer. I'm sure you're a lucky girl.
Thank you, ladies. Up next here, we got Stacy in Manahawkin, New Jersey, down at the shore, listening to WJRZ. You're on with Bananarama.
Hi.
Hi there.
First thing I want to tell you is I really love your song, Cruel Summer.
Thanks.
I listen to it all the time. Okay, I want to know if you go to different clubs to find out all the different music scenes.
Well, we go to lots of clubs. We always have done since we were teenagers. But I mean, you just pick up on things you hear there, and then if you like them, you use them in your music. But that's not the main reason for going to them, obviously. I go there with a pen and paper. Jot down. Really? So do you, Brenda?
It's scientific.
Take manuscript paper along and write little notes down while we're dancing.
Do you take a stenographer with you?
Matchbook covers myself.
Let's take another call. Next up is Robert listening to Z100 in New York City. Go ahead, Robert.
Hi, Bananarama.
Hi there.
My question is, where do you get the best response on radio? In America or Britain?
The best what?
Response.
Well, we actually don't tend to do a lot of phone-in things. They don't really have them in England. And so I suppose the answer is we get no response on the radio in England. But they do play our records a lot. So I guess it's over here.
There you go. We got Ann in Charleston hanging on, listening to Super 102. Hi, Ann. You're on with Karen and Sarah and Jackie and the whole ball of wax. Go ahead.
Oh my God! Hello, Bananarama.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. I think you guys are the greatest group in the world. I really do.
Brilliant.
I'm glad someone does.
I have a question. I'd like to know how Bananarama became involved in the Band-Aid Christmas project of 1984.
Well, basically, before we really know who was involved, we were asked. I mean, the aim was to ask the sort of most well-known groups in England to appear on the record, and obviously it was a good cause, and we were very pleased to do it. And in fact, we've just done. In fact, at number 3 in the charts in England right now, we've done a version of the Beatles song "Help," which is for comic relief, which is the same sort of thing, only it's a comedy thing. And we've done it with some very well-known comedians in England called French and Saunders, who appear as a group called Lana Nini Nunu, doing backing vocals. So if it's for a good cause, we don't mind doing things like that. It's really good.
Great. Thank you for the call, Ann.
Michael's call now, listening in Montgomery, Alabama to Y102. Go ahead, Michael, with your question for Bananarama.
I wanted to know how long it takes for y'all to make a video.
Usually 2 days.
I mean, we prepare for a bit longer than that, obviously, but the actual filming takes 2 days.
And most of those 2 days you spend sitting around waiting to go film about 30 seconds worth of video, really.
No.
I knew it. They set you up.
No, normally you spend 2 days just dancing the same routine over and over again with a few costume changes. So, no, we don't sit around. We work very, very hard.
Now, you see what happens when you assume shadow.
Yeah, I know what happens when you
Coming out on top. Turn the headline, Jenny.
Hi.
Hi there.
I just love your phone. And I was wondering if you had your wardrobe.
Well, we don't plan anything. We don't plan an image, or we don't really plan what we're going to wear, apart from maybe we'll mention what colour we're wearing to each other if we're doing a TV show. It's just clothes we'd be wearing anyway, and it's just developed through the years, and we've definitely changed since we started. But I just think it's, fashion's changed and stuff in the shops changed. We really mostly just buy in shops that everyone else buys in. And I think it's just the way you put it together.
What about television? Are you doing more TV, or are you planning on doing any acting in movies?
What, you mean this trip? Or
anytime in the future?
Well, there's been sort of talk in the past about doing films, and there's supposed to be one in the making, but some of our offers have been less than savoury, I'd say, with sort of soft porn roles where, so they sort of write things like, oh, there will be a shower scene, but unfortunately we won't be able to use a double, so Karen will have to do it and things like that. So we're a bit suspect of those sort of things.
Yeah,
It'd be great to do a TV show as well. I mean, we'd love to do that. We love performing.
We'd love to see you do.
Talk to Chris in Tulsa, Oklahoma on K107. Hi, Chris. You're on with Bananarama.
Hello. Hi.
Were you guys ever nervous the first time you recorded your album?
Well, our first ever single, we were very nervous. We sang it in somebody's front room, and
Recorded it in a house?
yes, in Shepherd's Bush, the lovely, beautiful Shepherd's Bush.
Brenda's been there.
Yes, I have.
It's gorgeous with a man from Mott the Hoople. I've spent a lot of time in the toilet. An upset stomach.
Reading the satanic verses, no less. I just want to know, ladies, when you had this opening here and, were you considering a replacement, why didn't you call me?
You're too short.
Well, we're out of time. I just want I want to thank you so much for spending your first night in America with us, and we just want to know if it was as good for you as it was for us tonight.
That's beautiful.
Fabulous for us.
Excellent, Brenda.
Let's all lay
I'm
back.
sure it
smoke a
will be
cigarette.
appearing on stage though, and I hope you can come and see us because it'll be a fabulous
How do
experience
you come
for you,
backstage, Brenda? 'Cause I
Oh,
want to see you again.
backstage passes for me.
I don't get invited?
Oh, of course you can.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You can party in the pitch.
And anyone else who wants to come backstage is more than welcome. Life is one big party when
Yes,
you're on
it
the
is.
road with Bananarama.
There you go. Best of luck with the tour. Thanks for coming by. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it.